So, when studying etymology and philology, which is the study of the origin of the usage of words inside of a language, that's philology. And so you also have etymology, yet knowing about the interchangeability of letters is very important. And there's only certain people who are doing it, even people who study uh, different things with the language and different parameters, looking at different sites, but only certain people are looking at the interchangeability. So one of the interchangeabilities is the letter B and the letter V. In Spanish and other related languages, it's even you see it even when it's pronounced like boca, like mouth. The Spanish word for mouth is pronounced by most Spanish speakers vaca, or they would pronounce it boca, but you have the term for cow, which is vaca, but it's spelled with a V, so it's pronounced vaca or baca. And every now and again, you'll hear them. It seems like you'll hear them actually say the accurate letter within speaking, and all of a sudden they'll just revert back to it. You'll catch that too. I've seen that. It's like, wait a second, I heard you say the V. I swear, I've seen it. Uh, but yeah, like I said, yeah, you'll hear them. It's almost as though they know, like a part of them knows that there's this interchangeability going on, and they break character from that every now and again. I swear. Pay attention, but the term heart is really in the mind. The original with anatomy, there's many things with our anatomy that's been changed, and a lot of people who work in the medical field are aware of different things about the actual function of our heart. And and a lot of people say it pumps the blood, but there's actually not only not only a lot more going on, but it has a lot more to do with impulses, and it's some the heart's it's doing something else. Plus, I know that there's what a lot of people was referring to our heart in our chest. It's really in our brain, because there's a principle about the H's. Now that's another thing to know about the letters, is you can take the H on and off of terms to unveil clarities. This is something I'm always sharing with people or with others. And when you're taking the H off of here, which that you find that in the term heart, and there's a few different ways you can branch out this term heart to show what's really going on with it. Is that you have the term ear, or eart, or eared. It's because you can interchange the D and the T, because even phonetically it's the same essentially, like t, duh. Like, I know it sounds it's really uh, different, when you intonate it, uh, but so eared, and that's literally where you're getting the term love from. So you have your ear lobe, ear love. So since the B and the V can be interchanged, that's where you're getting the ear love. So when you're putting two ears together, the shape, you're getting the heart shape, because you hear with your ears, and it's really your ears, your earring. You see how a lot of times the H is silent. We're full of mind, because I was going to that term. Silent is size the mind. Lent is full of. We see that prefix lent. It's meaning full of. So silent is full of mind. So that H, you can be taking it off. So that's literally your eared. And I know a lot of people, like they'll say heart. Like, there's another way to spell it or expel it. That would be HART, and when you take the H off, that's art. That's where you're getting art from. A lot of times that's correlating with the music, and that's going into actually what our muscles are. Our muscles are musicals. If you add the extra I, it's important to know about syncopes, which is an emission of a letter or a sound from a term. So the I was taken off of the term musical, and they turned it into the term muscle. It's just like how they took the O off of Moon Day and turned it into Monday. It's Moon Day, so they take extra letters off of terms often. And so, it seems like there's an intentional intent to take away clarity, to depower our knowledge, because knowledge is power. So that's why music is so important, because what goes without music, without your musicals or your, some people say your muscles, because you're supposed to dance and sing, dancing, and sin, means to synthesize. So dance, sing, and you synthesize because you're synthesized with the music, and you ear the music. So that's why this is all relevant. So it's all went into a loop, which you can look at the shape of the ear, the ear, it's formerly the heart, or the art. So that's where art comes from. It's the music. So you have that little loop. A lot of times to say the Fibonacci sequence, the pi Bonacci sequence, because the P and the F can be interchanged. Hence the PH in terms pronounced phonetically with an F. That's another interchangeability. You spell it with an F or a PH or a P. See how you can take the H off? And so basically, essentially, the P and the F. You're left with the P and the F. So phonetically, you have the pi Bonacci or phi Bonacci. So pi is referring to a circle. You see how it's a loop? So the pi Bonacci sequence is looking like a part of the heart or the art. So that's some natural artwork, even in a phonetic version or an audio version. So that's where you get the term love from the earlobe. And you have different types of lobes, but that's the most commonly known uh, type. It's your earlobe or your ear love.